Hi, Elaine here from Marker Geek, and today I'm going to show you how I add a sparkly sequin effect to an image by doing that on this Stamping Bella Queen of Hearts oddball, which I have previously coloured. This is a technique that I picked up from an artist that I follow on Instagram, Max Steven. He creates gorgeous Disney fan art with spectacular details, like this sparkly sequin effect. He does amazingly detailed artwork. I will pop a link to his Instagram in the description below. Please do go and check him out. He's really inspiring. It's just absolutely gorgeous artwork. There will also be a link in the description below to the blog post to go with this video, which will include links to products that I use and all of the details that you will need. So do hop over and check that out. To create the sparkly sequin effect, I'm using speaker glitter pens from Copic. These were languishing in a drawer until I discovered this approach to creating a sparkly effect, because really I found the brush style of glitter pens more convenient for colouring a larger area, which is what I was usually doing with glitter pens previously. However, I didn't really use them that often because I didn't really love the effect. When I saw Max's artwork with this effect, I fell in love. It creates such a lifelike and interesting, lively effect. It really adds something to the images. Rather than just covering up the colouring that you've already done, this really enhances it. Using different shades of glitter pen plus a white gel pen, as you can see, you build up the sparkle over your coloured image, working with the shadows and highlights that you've already created. As you can see, I'm using a black glitter pen in the really deep shadow areas, and then I move through different shades of red and then finally end up with the white gel pen at the end. I've kept this fairly close to actual speed so that you can easily see what I'm doing. I will speed up the rest of the footage just in the interest of this video not being really long, but you can get a good look at what I'm doing and the technique, and basically you just apply that across the entire area that you want to cover. It's best to work depending on whether you're left-handed or right-handed, but I'm right-handed, so for me it's best to start on the left and work across the image to avoid smudging. You don't want to get your hand in it and smear the glitter pen or the white gel pen. So if you don't want to sit and wait for areas to dry, and you're like me, you're not that careful, you may want to approach working from the opposite side to your dominant hand. As you can see, building up the sparkle with this dotting technique creates a texture that evenly coating with a brush glitter pen just doesn't achieve. And adding the white gel pen dots also helps to enhance the effect and create the impression of light catching sequins. The speaker glitter pens aren't the cheapest. They come in 2 sets, and I think they were around £20 a set. I can't remember exactly off the top of my head, but I will include the details and the links to the products in my blog post, as I mentioned before. So do check that out. I have done a number of images this way with the speaker pens, and I haven't needed to replace any as yet. I have had my first set for quite a number of years, and they still work perfectly well. I think I bought them fairly early on, probably about 8 or 9 years ago maybe, and they're still going. So they do last pretty well. So they are a decent investment. You could absolutely do this with other brands of glitter pen. So it's worth testing out what you have before you go ahead and buy anything new. How well various ones work will depend on the nibs and the quality of the pen overall. I will try some other ones that I have out and see how well I think they work, and share that info in another video or blog post. So watch out for that. You're probably already aware that white gel pens are a little bit like the holy grail. I'm not sure that anyone's found a perfect white gel pen, but there are plenty of options out there to try. My personal preference is for the Sakura Classic Jelly Roll pen. It works really well and doesn't seem to clog as much as many of the others that I've tried. Do let me know in the comments below or over on my blog if you enjoy this technique, if you've tried it before, or if you think you might try it now. I'd love to hear from you. You can always tag me on Instagram. I'm Marker Geek over there. If you share any pictures that you've done using this technique. Before I leave you, I wanted to share that the image that I'm working on is the Stamping Bella Queen of Hearts Oddball rubber stamp. I absolutely love her, and you may be aware that more Alice in Wonderland themed stamps have come out in the Oddball range, so those are well worth checking out. I've got some fun projects planned for those as soon as I have time. I stamped the image using Ink on 3 Fade Out ink, which has become a firm favourite of mine when doing no line colouring. It works really well, and it's great to just have a go-to option that I don't have to think about. If, like me, you're in the UK or Europe, Tracy at Dies to Die For does stock both the Stamping Bella and Ink on 3 products. I will provide links to everything, as I mentioned before, in my blog post, so do hop over there and check it out. There is a link in the description below to that. If you would like more information and tips on no-line colouring in particular, I do have some step-by-steps on my blog, so I'll link those in the description below as well. Make sure you're subscribed here on YouTube as well, and hit that bell icon to receive notifications, because I will be filming a new no-line colouring video very soon to share with you. And that's really all I've got to say about today's image, so I will leave you with some music as I finish up adding the sparkle to her dress. Thank you for joining me today. I really hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please do like and subscribe and leave me a comment down below. I always love to hear from you. Happy colouring, and I will catch you next time.